Long introductions are only helpful when your parents are in the room. I like the introductions to be very short because it's a platform for us to converse, right? So once again, a big thank you to Dr. Deepak for extending us this opportunity to leverage this platform. And at the onset, thank you to each one of you for taking out times from your busy schedules. So what we will be doing in the next 10 minutes is, I'm not going to talk about who we are and what we do, because that's something which I guess most of you know or will come to know or will discover. But what I'm going to do in the next 10 odd minutes is to take you through what's happening in the industry. But before that, a big thank you to each one of you for all those who associate with the brand Think, be it ThinkPad, Think System. In this month, we have completed 30 years of ThinkPad and Think System worldwide. So for all those who have that nostalgia of the brand, using it for the last 3 decades, a big thank you to each one of you. As we progress for the next many more decades, we are adding strength into this portfolio. So, but in these 30 years, right, many things have changed. Life was very easy. Earlier, we used to have enterprise applications, and then we used to have resources who used to size enterprise applications. But in today's world, life has definitely changed. Don't you think? Today, when we go back and talk, there are a lot of things happening in the industry, be it edge computing, analytics, cloud, many things are happening. In fact, if you go back and see social media, mobility, analytics, cloud computing, you have been hearing it for so many years, has changed the way we live today, right? In fact, technology is increasing, is changing at an ever increasing pace. So what do we do then? Do we actually go back and see that we don't empower our sales teams, we don't actually change our business models, we don't find something which is efficient enough in this contemporary world? Definitely this is a big opportunity around us, right? Lot of technologies, lot of things to do in the industry, lot of ways to help our customers when they are walking up this journey. So what has changed primarily? And this is very important for all of you to understand, because when you build your business models, when you select your partnerships, it's important to understand that we have been talking about core to cloud. Then we all again saw that a lot of applications are moving from edge to core to cloud. Then came the world which says device to edge to core to cloud. We talk about pocket to cloud, where device today, we all carry 2 devices. There's one handheld device, there's one device that we actually are working machine. So pocket to device to edge to core to cloud. But what has changed recently is, it's not one way, it's 2 way. Everyone wants to build intelligence at each and every layer. Today, if you see between client, irrespective of whether it's a pocket device or it is or to the edge, when it is talking, it's bidirectional flow of data that is happening. Similarly, from edge to cloud also, it's bidirectional flow of data that is happening. While network being the most important element, and also within network, many different types of networks are evolving as well. So in this new IT world, it is very important that intelligence is built in. So this is what most of our customers expect from us in nutshell, right? Not only from us, from you when you have your conversations with your respective customers when they are building up new technologies. But what are those 3 key pillars which are very important, right? Where in today's world, if you see, and this is no brainer, that the biggest fuel that any country is actually watching out is for the strength of the data, right? We all are living in this data economy. So in this data economy, it's very important that we actually go back and think of 3 things. First thing, IoT, right? How smart do we make IoT? Second thing is, how smart do we make the existing infrastructure work? And the third most aspect is, how do we make our mundane verticals much smarter, right? Today I have conversation with manufacturing organizations. I feel their vision to adopt 5G, edge, many technologies, their use cases is much wider than any other normal vertical that you see, where new age technologies will be transforming or will be used, right? So in this process, it's very important, right? Like, how do we help organizations in this journey? So be it from client to intelligence, right? I would definitely say we are known as the #1 vendor for PC machines, and we continue to do that. We are adding strength in edge, telco, edge computing, edge servers on, I would say, devices working in harsh environments. Have a look at it. We have done a broadest portfolio announcement recently this month, but this is done to again match to the requirements that is coming in the data economy world. We have been number 1 on HPC worldwide. We have lot many benchmarks. In fact, my colleagues will talk about it in subsequent sessions. But most importantly, we are talking about hybrid cloud, multi-cloud, and we do have lot many instances where customers are really seeing business benefits coming in from it, right? And the way the network is going to change. We all know about network as an switch or as a data center fabric or as an SAN fabric, but with 5G around the corner, trust me, this is going to be one of the biggest revolution that most of the data centers, that most of the verticals, that most of the workloads will go through. And then, most importantly, how do you envelop it with intelligence? Because you can have data, you can have access to data, but if that does not make sense to you, if you don't able to get insights from your data, that's definitely not going to help you in this process. So across these opportunities, right, we do have 3 divisions, which is services, infrastructure group, and then what we call as device group. It's important, right, in today's world, not look at anything. It's important to look at a workload. Workload is defining lot many things. So when you go back and try to do things differently, think whether the solution that you are taking to your customer, is it adaptable to a particular workload? Because that is how the conversation is changing. Customers today don't come back to you, or you would have seen that this is what I need, can you provide me? No. Customers are wanting to see business benefit out of a workload deployment, so on and so forth, right? So it's important similarly, the high performance computing, which used to be restricted only to scientific community for decades, lot of this is being used today for artificial intelligence and machine learning in non-scientific community. So in this case, right, what is that? Heart of the place where customer is, it's important that we envelop all these solutions in partnership with you, in partnership with many other industry vendors to help drive the business benefit for organizations. And it's important that we go back and see about supply chain as well, right? Because in stressed environment where we are living, we have been recently rated as number 9 on supply chain, and we are building in lot of security aspects within supply chain, because this is something which is very important. We do have so many factories across the world, and how do you integrate this with security built in it, right? And most importantly, this is something which is a new age thing. When you go back and see, lot many of your customers will want everything as a service. We have something called as TrueScale, which is pocket to cloud as a service, be it an pocket device or an I would say intelligent device to an edge, to an core, to an cloud. So if you see, if you are in your place where you are having strength, if someone is looking in for as a service, do reach out and do have a look at it. Lot has been spoken, so industry is moving, the way IT is going to get consumed is going to change, the way lot many technologies are going to emerge, be it 5G, edge is also going to change. So in this process, it might be an worth to just balance and remember one thing, which is the focus is to drive the business outcome. The moment we try to drive an IT outcome, lot many of these initiatives don't get successful. So let's collectively work to drive a successful business outcome. Once again, thank you very much for having us here, and really look forward for the conversations. Thank you.